In hip-hop, few topics are as volatile as loyalty and rivalry. When two major figures in the genre clash, anyone who supports them risks getting caught in the fallout. This was evident recently on Angela Yee's Way Up radio show, where up-and-coming artist DDG faced backlash for publicly supporting Drake in his ongoing dispute with Kendrick Lamar. What started as a routine conversation quickly escalated into a cultural hot topic, fueled by passionate fans, social media frenzy, and the complex issue of an artist's loyalties. Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Cookies. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts about the video. I hope to see you in our next cookies. To grasp why DDG's comments sparked such a strong reaction, it's important to recognize the depth of the Drake-Kendrick rivalry. This isn't merely a feud over lyrics or chart rankings. It represents a generational divide in rap philosophies. Drake's catchy, mainstream style versus Kendrick's incisive lyrics and bold social commentary. For years, they've exchanged subtle jabs through their music, interviews, and leaked studio sessions, with fans eagerly analyzing every clue and dig. In this charged environment, anyone who takes a side becomes a target for scrutiny. DDG entered this heated atmosphere after achieving success as a versatile artist with roots in YouTube and chart-topping singles. He has always been outspoken, and when asked about the feud on Way Up, he confidently expressed his support for Drake. However, as soon as he did, the mood in the studio shifted. A live caller quickly challenged him, questioning why he would support Drake when Kendrick's cultural and lyrical influence is so significant. The question lingered, charged and demanding. DDG attempted to address the question thoughtfully, acknowledging the merits of both artists while reaffirming his loyalty to Drake. Yet, the damage was already done. Clips of the exchange quickly spread across social media, generating thousands of comments within minutes. Some defended DDG's right to his opinion, while others criticized him for overlooking Kendrick's artistry and the historical significance of his work. Within hours, memes, reaction videos, and Twitter discussions erupted around a central question: is it a betrayal to favor Drake over Kendrick? As the situation unfolded, it became evident that this issue extended beyond DDG himself. His experience highlights a larger conflict in hip-hop, the tension between personal loyalty and artistic integrity. In a time when social media can significantly impact careers, every public endorsement carries significant consequences. Artists are expected to support their friends, but they are also evaluated on the sincerity of their musical beliefs. DDG's situation prompted fans to reflect on whether true authenticity lies in following one's heart or aligning with the right icon. What ensued was a prime example of online fandom in action. Supporters of Drake rallied around DDG, commending his bravery for standing by the artist whose catchy hooks and chart success have transformed contemporary rap. In response, Kendrick's fans countered with clips of his most memorable verses, lines addressing systemic injustice, personal challenges, and community empowerment, arguing that no level of commercial success could overshadow the depth of his artistry. The comment sections turned into digital battlegrounds, with each side gathering evidence, referencing past statements, analyzing lyrics, and quoting interviews. The discussion evolved from DDG's comments to a larger inquiry: what does loyalty in hip-hop truly entail? At the same time, commentators chimed in. Music journalists penned essays on the evolving power dynamics within rap's new generation. Podcast hosts debated whether the conflict had escalated beyond mere musical disagreements to become a test of personal loyalty for every artist involved. Some observed that this could be a pivotal moment for DDG. He might be celebrated for his honesty or shunned for choosing the wrong side. Behind the scenes, industry insiders speculated about possible repercussions. Would touring partners reconsider their collaborations? Would streaming playlists exclude DDG's tracks in favor of Kendrick's camp? In hip-hop, reputations are delicate. A single misstep can alienate an artist from entire networks. Even as DDG pushed his latest project, the shadow of the Drake-Kendrick rivalry loomed large. However, DDG's predicament also highlighted the intricacies of modern fandom. While it's easy to demand unwavering loyalty, it's more challenging to accept when someone makes an independent choice. Hip-hop's roots lie in community and solidarity, yet its culture thrives on competition and hierarchy. Supporting one artist can feel like a betrayal of another, especially when those artists represent different eras, styles, and values. For Kendrick's followers, the frustration extended beyond mere fandom. They perceived the loyalty to Drake as a disregard for rap's deeper traditions, focusing on storytelling, social critique, and pushing boundaries. To them, Drake symbolized the commercial powerhouse, a hitmaker who mastered algorithms and pop appeal but, in their view, sometimes sacrificed depth for mass marketability. From freestyles to album tracks, Kendrick has been a voice of resistance and intellectual strength. Aligning with Drake, even as a neutral observer, felt like a rejection of music's higher purpose. Conversely, Drake's fans viewed Kendrick as distant, overly serious, and at times hard to relate to. They contended that Drake's versatility, his capacity to transition from rap to R&B, dancehall to moody trap, merited respect. They celebrated the catchy hooks, introspective lyrics, and emotional honesty Drake brought to mainstream rap. If DDG admired versatility and chart success, why shouldn't he express that? To them, the backlash seemed excessive and even hypocritical. As the discussion heated up, DDG mostly chose to stay quiet. In interviews, he expressed admiration for both artists, framing his remarks as personal taste rather than a blanket approval of everything Drake does. He reminded fans that music is subjective and that an artist's journey cannot be simplified to a single rivalry. However, social media thrives on drama rather than subtlety, and his attempts to clarify only sparked more conversation. Amidst the turmoil, an important realization surfaced. Hip-hop culture is at a pivotal moment. The feud between Drake and Kendrick began as a stylistic disagreement, but has evolved into a platform for broader discussions about authenticity, artistry, and community. Artists like DDG, who exist at the crossroads of new media and traditional rap, are faced with challenges their predecessors did not encounter. How to respect the genre's origins while navigating a landscape dominated by clicks, streams, and viral trends. In the weeks after the Way Up incident, the dialogue shifted from anger to introspection. In-depth articles explored how hip-hop feuds have transformed from local disputes to global media events. Critics questioned whether loyalty in hip-hop should be absolute, and if such solidarity is even feasible in a digital age where artists collaborate across different regions, genres, and ideologies more than ever. For DDG, this experience was a trial by fire. He gained a deeper awareness of the influence and risks of his platform. His future actions will be significant. Will he align more closely with Drake through new collaborations and public appearances, or will he shift his focus to Kendrick's sphere, possibly addressing the feud with a verse that reflects his unique viewpoint? Only time will reveal the outcome. However, one thing is evident: DDG's struggle with loyalty has become a focal point in the changing landscape of hip-hop. It serves as a reminder that every artist, regardless of their experience level, must navigate not only their craft but also the communities and discussions that accompany it. In this high-stakes environment, choosing a side is not merely a personal decision, it carries cultural weight. DDG's backlash story is not just about a single moment on a radio show, it reflects the evolving nature of an entire genre. It highlights how, in a world filled with endless choices and voices, the simple act of expressing a preference can spark debates that extend far beyond the music itself. It encompasses themes of loyalty, identity, and the ongoing negotiation between artists, fans, and the legacies they uphold. As hip-hop continues to develop, these issues will only become more pressing. New rivalries will emerge, and new alliances will be formed. Every artist who speaks out will confront the dilemma of loyalty versus authenticity. DDG's moment on Way Up may be just one part of a much larger narrative, a narrative that will shape the future of hip-hop in the coming years. Ultimately, the most intense conflicts may not occur in lyrics or diss tracks, but rather in the nuances surrounding them, in podcasts, social media, and within the hearts of fans who must determine their own allegiances. In that realm, every opinion counts, and every decision holds significance. As the situation surrounding DDG's on-air controversy calms down, the crucial question persists: what type of hip-hop culture do we aspire to create? Should it be one that demands absolute loyalty, or one that allows for open discussions and individual beliefs to coexist? If DDG's situation teaches us anything, it's that the answer is complex, and the dialogue is just beginning. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.